right now. So my number one thing is that's getting on my nerves. I get on Instagram, I scroll, and then I go to my Explore page. Bruh.
What's on your Explore page?
You. If I get on that damn Explore page one more time and I see your black ass up there today, just to give people a heads up, I follow a lot
What's wrong with Key being on the Explore page? That's a good thing.
For those who do not know,
what's popping?
I follow a lot of
brand new whip just happened.
I follow a bunch of maternity stuff for photography stuff and whatever. And yesterday I'm on the Explore page and Key is the only adult on my whole Explore feed.
I was up there with Stormy. She was her little cute self.
But whoever posted that picture of Stormy, it was not her parents. They airbrushed her face, which pissed me off. They airbrushed her face and hair, and I was like, "Why y'all do this to this little baby?"
Only a photographer would know that that's what happened to the picture.
I told one of my sister's friends. She kept like, "Oh, no filter, no filter," is one of her old friends. And one day I commented, I'm like, "Girl, I know the filter you're using. You blurring out everything."
Girl, we all use filters because I use them daily.
And it wasn't like she was the hottest with the no filters. I'm like, yo,
you gonna see no filter here on this camera. Just so you want to see what the real Key look like, just watch the pod on YouTube.
I would say you're gonna see what the real Gavin look like, but I'm making myself taller today. So
anyway, Key has been on the Explore page for my reels.
How's that going?
I come with the funnies, man.
How you do a reel? I still do not get that.
Bro, I don't know. All I've done was take my TikToks and posted them under reels on Instagram.
Excuse me. I had to unfollow this one girl. She tried to do the whole like, "Oh, we should work together," and I'm like, "Cool, let's work." And then she hit me with that bullshit of like, "Oh, okay, cool. If you could just find us a makeup artist and a designer." I'm like, yeah. I understand you get a bunch of engagement on your page, which is cool, cute. I don't need you for my portfolio, but I'm not finna find nobody that's gonna want to work with you. I think some people they forget this shit ain't real. Social media. I was watching what she call herself now? Big Mulatto. She was clowning people, and I hate when celebrities clown on people because they have more money than people. It's like, okay, it's a lot of losers with a lot of money. But anyway, people was clowning her because her feet was dirty, and she was twerking. But she was like, for her intents and purposes, she was like, "Yo, it's my birthday. I'm in Puerto Rico. I'm staying in the mansion, and we just having fun here. Like, the floor was dirty. Who cares?" And was really, I think it was her. So don't kill me if it wasn't. But them twerk moves was trash, but whatever. But it was funny. But I was watching her, and it's like, and her statement was so real. Like, she was like, "Yo, this is real life. Everything. I don't need to go say, oh my goodness, this video is fun, whatever. Let me go clean my feet and redo it." It's just like, and so anyway, I think a lot of people get lost in the social media sauce, especially because damn, I don't feel like muting myself early today, but especially. That nigga be lying about his engagement. Nigga be having like 2,000 followers.
Who is that?
Let me go ahead and mute that.
I don't even know who that is.
Corey do. He's an influencer, but like he's like one of those people who's like, "Yo, I got 1,700 followers," and you like, "Yo, bro, that's dope." You know, he gets 1,700 likes a photo, and then you look and it's like three comments. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. But it's a lot of niggas like that. You know what I'm figuring out about Corey? Me and Corey had this.
What you about to say?
You can always tell when your pod mate is getting scared because they give you that silent. Like,
I'm like,
they like, "Oh shit, I jump out the boat now.
I'm about to get out of here." I ain't know if you about to say something beefy.
No. But what?
If that's a
pause, please pause that. I don't know if you about to say something beefy. Fuck out of here. No. I noticed about Corey. Like Corey had asked me something, and I give him like a wide open answer, and then later he'll come back and be like, "Okay, yeah, you was right about it, bro." Because me and Corey was talking about somebody, and I told Corey, as soon as I met, bro, I told Corey, I said, "He's a clown." Corey's like, "Nah, he cool. And I'm like, "Bro, I really watched this nigga in the club give my sister-in-law a drink, buy her a drink, and then come back. You was with us."
I was like, wait, I know who you're talking about.
And then, all right, let me tell y'all this story.
Yeah, he's weird. I'm sorry. I don't like to talk about people, and I don't judge nobody, but he's definitely different.
This guy does. Anyway.
I'm not a judger. That would be him.
There was a time we was in the club. A dude bought my sister-in-law a drink.
It was at Live After 5. You know, Live After 5 used to be lit, Charlotte.
It used to be lit. And it's never going to happen again.
Never happen again.
Because Charlotte is shut down, and they already said they're getting the niggers up out of uptown Charlotte. But anyway, bro leans over, asks me how much a drink costs. I tell him, I don't know, go ask the bartender. Because back in those days, for those who do not know, I wasn't paying for drinks because I took pictures of so many of the bottle girls and bartenders that we never paid to get in.
Y'all, if you wanted to go, you definitely go with Gavin. He definitely got us free drinks. It's my friend. All the time.
And so I said, bro, I don't know.
Like, Gavin, you want to go to Live After 5?
Bruh, I used to specialize. In wherever we wanted to go. I was like, yo, I'm going to take pictures of one person in here so we ain't got to pay no more. Yeah. And so anyway, we there. Bruh asked me how much a drink costs. I said, I don't know. I said, let's all go to the bar. Me, Key, my sister-in-law, and Bleep decide. Bleep. Give us a name for him.
I was about to say his real name, Tucker.
All right. So so us and Tucker, we all go to the bar. My sister-in-law get her drink. And it ain't really my sister-in-law Steve's anyway. Bro was short. My sister-in-law is soft, but she's a man eater when you first meet her. She would chew you up, spit you out. And so we get back to the dance floor, and me and Key, we was just sitting there looking like whatever, doing our thing, just laughing. And bro leans over, and we see Clarissa hand him her drink. He sips it, whatever. He drinks like a good little bit of it, hands it back to her. And Clarissa's like, no, you're fine. And I think we leaned over to Clarissa and go, did he just drink your drink? She's like, yeah, he asked me, could he have some? I'm like, bro, didn't buy him one? She was like, no. And I remember I said, it's officially done. Bruh's a clown. But anyway, I told Corey that story about why I felt like bro was kind of clownish and I can't really F with bro because of that. And, Corey hit me up not too long ago. Was like, yeah, bro, you was right.
Bro, you know what's so funny? And I think I told you this. At my part-time job, there was an event. I'm not going to tell you where my part-time job is.
No jobs here.
This might give it away. But they had an event, and he was there. And he was talking, trying to get the crowd hype and into it and stuff. And, he was trying really hard. And my coworker said, he looked like one of them people back in school that nobody really liked, and he was just really, really, really trying to be cool, and he's still that way.
It's true. I wish Tequila was here.
Well, she the one waiting on packages and stuff.
Because Tequila went on a date with him.
No, she did not. Call her.
We can't call her right now because we have to bleep the whole thing. Matter of fact, let's see if we can call T. This is when this pod does not go.
Call her. Hey, we needed some more time because it's going to be a little short today, but it's going to be a little long today. No way.
T went on a date with this nigga. It is the funniest. Hold on. Let me see.
He too short for her.
I know. I told you, T used to be a savage too.
Yo.
T, this is Gavin from the podcast. I had to call you real quick.
Hey, Tequila.
What do you do?
T, I'm going to bleep the name out, so you cannot say the name. But we're on the podcast right now talking about all right?
Oh, my God.
You remember when you went on a date with that nigga?
Tequila, you did not go on a date with this guy.
What
Tell
happened?
me you did not go on a date with this guy.
I did go on a date with that guy. One time on.
What happened?
What the hell?
He was broke as fuck. So first, I had to go. I didn't know the stipulation as far as his situation. So he was like, "Well, yeah, I live over here on the east side." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm thinking maybe I don't know, drive to you, whatever the case may be. But then that's when it came out. Oh, you don't have a car? How you gonna try to take somebody out? You don't got a car.
Oh my gosh.
So I went over there to get him. And so then he was like, what do you want to eat? And I'm just like, I don't know. And so then he was like, well, what about Red Lobster? I was like, okay, cool. So we go to the one in Concord. wet. I'm like, damn. So now I got to drive all the way to Concord from the east side. I'm like, oh, okay. So we get there, and so mind you, like, we're going out to eat. If I go out to eat with a dude, of course, you know what I'm saying, whatever I will order you is something I can order when I'm by myself. I can afford it myself.
Absolutely. You was raised correctly.
I think I asked him what my limit was when I came to talk to you, Gavin. You told me don't ever do that again.
Never ask that.
But anyway, so I asked because I didn't want to break a nigga pocket. So
break them.
Like, don't worry about it. So mind you, my ass, I ordered food and I ordered a mixed drink. So child, the check come and he asked me for some money on the bill. I think I gave him like $20 or whatever, but clearly like it really wasn't enough like to leave the girl at these tips. So child, all I know is after that I took that ass back home and we ain't never go nowhere ever again. And like then he saw me after he was like, "What happened?" I'm like, "What do you mean? What happened?"
You ain't tell him? Did you tell him?
No, I didn't. I'm not like that. Only way where I would crumble a nigga like that is if you disrespect me. So if he was to come at me,
that like, is disrespectful. You don't go on no date, bro.
Right? You asked me like, you should have been like, go to the park or something. You know what I'm saying? You should have thought of like a cheaper date or something like that. That's within your budget. But yeah, so that was it, and I was like, I can't do it.
Poor guy.
I can't.
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna meet me at Fridays or are you gonna come by the house and get your stuff?
What time y'all going?
Well, we probably won't be done for the pod until like we'll probably be there like 7:30, 7:45.
You coming to eat with us?
I really want somewhere to eat, but I'm gonna swing by.
All right, cool. Let me know.
Okay, yeah, because of course it's looking like I should get there like around 7:45.
Okay, cool. Just text me and see where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, then I'll holler at you.
All right, bye. All right, bye.
Tequila put $20 on the date that somebody asked her out on.
You never did that before?
What the hell?
Keep going.
I wish I would. If you asking me out on a date, and I know our expectations shouldn't be high, but God, dog, you could at least pay for it.
Come on, man. He ain't have it.
Or like Tequila said, if you can't take me out to eat, go to the park or go to a museum or something for free if you can't pay for food. Like, I don't understand. Don't make sense.
So if you're watching the YouTube right now, I spilled my whole damn drink laughing.
He knocked the daggone drink over.
Well, excuse me. Not if you're on YouTube. On YouTube, you seen it. But if you watching on
no, if you listening, you don't see it. But Gavin knocked his energy drink over. But anyway, ladies.
Well, hold on.
Be prepared to pay for your own food just in case. You just never know.
Absolutely. But I remember like that. So I had that in the back of my mind. Then the Clarissa thing on the back of my mind. And I remember then I was like, bruh is clownish. So it is what it is. I told y'all I came to pod today. All right. What's next? What's the transition? How do we transition to the next topic? We're going to name this as $20 on it.
All right.
I'm thirsty. I need to go ahead and find my song.
Bruh, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, yeah, let me find my song. What happened?
Anyway. So, Gavin.
What's up?
So, you don't like, I can't never say the word right.
What's up?
The B word.
Bitch? What you talking about? Oh, boudoir. Oh my God. Okay. So before the podcast.
What'd you say, bitch? No.
Before the podcast, we was talking about something. And I started bitching about some shit. About boudoir. And I was telling Key was like, what are you talking about? And I put this on Twitter and the response was interesting. If you don't know, follow me on Twitter. I think it's No More Pie. But bro, I thought it was so funny. I think it's so funny when I see photographers write, male photographers, excuse me. Mm-hmm. They do that damn energy drink that I just spilled on the floor. I just put my whole fucking shoe in it. Oh well, these shit's gonna be dirty and stained. I hate when male photographers do the bullshit of, yo, I do boudoir to uplift women. Oh my gosh, I want to stroke their egos. I want to make them feel more empowered and feel special about themselves. Like that shit, first of all, that shit don't work on women of color. It don't. And so I want everybody to know this. That logic is to attack certain women. And when it's not women of color, it's it's made to attack weak women. And I think it's fucked up. I think as a man who sees it from the outside, who's also a photographer, when I hear it, I go, excuse me, you willing to attack women, but it's the women not of color, and you're attacking weak-minded women because you already feel like they're broken and you want to uplift them. That's my first fucking issue about it.
It's a scam.
It is a scam. And it's just
like,
want
to see some naked girls.
That's what the dudes are doing. And I'm like, yo, bro, who the fuck are y'all fooling with? Like, oh, I love to uplift women. Who the fuck says her getting naked is the way to make her feel that way? Maybe it is. Some women you do come across and they go, oh, I want to do something nice and uplifting for myself. Cool. Who am I to say boudoir is the wrong way of going?
I can see that for like a woman who has maybe went through like a weight loss journey.
Absolutely. Who
has finally got to a point where she's comfortable showing her body in this type of way. Absolutely. So I can see it for that purpose, but not every scenario.
Absolutely. I did it for one woman and I totally understood it, even though I don't know how. But I understood it from the simple fact she had 5 kids. She's 5 kids. She's been married for a long time. She was like, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. I want to do this for my husband. Now, she looked like she ain't never had a kid in her life. Her body was stacked, but that's a whole nother thing. But when I see men doing it, and it's probably like, bro, just say you fucking doing it for the check. And if you're not doing it for the check, then just do it because you like doing it. But like when you have to lie and say, oh, I'm doing it to uplift women, you are a fucking predator. And I'm going to call you how I see it. And I'm going to say it how I fucking see it. You're a fucking predator. And I hope we kill that shit in 2029. Also, the people on Twitter, I hate you fuckers who be DMing me. Excuse my language.
So aggressive.
I had to drink, buddy. But I hate you niggas that, I changed the word there. Motherfuckers be complaining about shit and don't read the fucking post. Like people was complaining on Twitter about, the exclusive joint that we talked about, right? And was like, oh, this is the way I do my business. This is the way I do everything. And I'm like, bro, stop repeating what the fuck I just said. If you read what I said and you read what you said, you just followed the exact same formula, which is funny because I was in Clubhouse last night. And I was in there with a photographer and she brought that up. She was like, I see you're having a lot of discussions on several sites about being exclusive or inclusive. And I was like, absolutely. And she was like, care to bring it here? And I was like, yeah. And I told her straight up, I was like, yo, people are only inclusive when it benefits them, as they should be.
Or that podcast gonna skyrocket in numbers because that thing was like 2 weeks ago.
It was, but it keeps going because people, you know what it is? Sometimes you will land on topics that offend people and people
the drama.
Hot dogs will holler. Remember that joke?
Oh my gosh. This food sent me a message about somebody commenting on something. And he was like, so serious. Hot dogs will holler. I said, what?
Man, I got auto-corrected. And I was like, what the
fuck? Hot dog? He meant hit dogs will holler.
They will. And so it made me laugh. Like, even there, that comment I sent you, even on Twitter, I just laugh at times because I'm like, yo, what are we talking about?
But if you really think about it, a hot dog will holler because it's hot.
And it busts. When you cook them too long and they split.
Oh, yeah, that too. But I was talking about actual real dog. Like, if it get hot, it's going to scream.
I hate you. But, I was like, it's just funny still hearing people complain about bullshit and don't know what the fuck they complain about.
Well, I just want to let y'all know I'm exclusive, baby.
Bruh, I be laughing, man. I hate you.
Don't mind me. I got energy drink today, too. Was.
Photography podcasts out there. There are other photography podcasts out there. None of them is as cool as this one. I guarantee
none
you that,
of them.
Motherfucker. So a lot of people ask me, they say, what does that mean?
What does what mean?
That we cater to black and brown people.
Is that not obvious?
No. They ask, what does that mean when I say we do cater ourselves to black and brown people? What that means is you're not going to go to B&H's photography podcast and hear Young Thug in the first 20 minutes, or Chris Brown, or the Isley Brothers. Y'all notice we ain't play R. Kelly, so please do not cuss us the fuck out. You get to hit an N-word here.
Nigga.
You will hit an N-word here. If that offends you,
bye, nigga. I'm just kidding.
Come on, man. We still need to listen. Please listen to the rest of it.
I'm just kidding.
But after which, invite somebody else to listen, but you can go. Anyway, so we do curse, we have fun, we laugh, we joke, but we will talk about things that affect, the black community. However, we only have at max 3 more episodes, including this one. So this one plus 2 more, maybe.
Really, 2 more?
Before the year ends. We might do one. We definitely got one more, but we might add another one in there because I do want to get Teak on here. But I'm gonna see, do she need us to do another one, or does she just want to come on the last one?
She should come on the last one.
Yeah, but this podcast was not supposed to go this far. What episode is this? Let's see if Key on it. I'm gonna buy Key a drink today if she know what podcast number this is.
59.
Shout out to Kiana.
Wouldn't it have been funny if it was 69 now?
Oh, that's gonna be a nasty podcast. Ow. I guarantee everybody in 5 weeks. Thank you, because we do. No, how many we do? Oh, we're gonna have to up this shit. We're gonna have to get to it. We can't wait 2 months to do that episode.
You already got the schedule. You should know which number is what day is gonna be.
If I was you guys,
I'll look at our calendar again.
If I was you guys, I definitely think you should pay attention to episode 69. It's gonna be nasty, and we not even.
I like them nasty. I like them nasty.
Anyway, let's do our drops.
Welcome to the Paid in Exposure Podcast, a podcast about how people.
That shit loud as fuck. Like, damn. Or was our headphones loud? This shit loud today. I ain't never heard this shit this damn loud.
Charlotte photographer, Gavin B.
Can I just pay you in exposure?
No.
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 Kevin.
No. No.
You set the volumes and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know how loud this shit was supposed to be. Anyway, I do want to welcome y'all. Please, if you're a photographer, join the No More Pie by Gavin B Facebook group. Follow us on Instagram. It's KSS7_ only if you want to slide in Keys DMs. I am _Gavin B if you just want to be my friend and talk shit. Also,
don't slide in his DMs. His wife might beat your ass.
Yeah. I beat your ass, my nigga. I beat your... She will, but she be laughing. Oh, she asked me a dumbass question. She said, women always know how to ask the dumbass questions,
Squeeze me?
No. They be good questions for y'all. But for us, we be so dumb that they be dumbass questions for us. Like, we just be stupid. And her question was...
He smoothed that out real well. He smoothed that out real well because I don't think that's what he meant.
She hit me with the... Yo, you ever had a girl try to hit on you since you've been married? And what did you do?
Like in an interview.
Basically, and she asked me that question, and I was like, and I honestly only had one girl who literally slid in my DMs and said something, and I told my wife, I said I did nothing. And the reason why, because she was sending me emojis and was trying to holler, and my wife was like, oh, you did nothing? My wife don't have an accent, but the point is,
I was gonna say, you in this accent, he does it every time.
She said, you did nothing? I was like, no. I said, because she was sending me pictures of me with the emojis, right? And I was just like, okay.
Like the heart eyes, the little smirk. That little smirk one might get you. Oh, I got a text. That little smirk might get you in trouble.
I got those, and then I got one with the
the smirk,
with the white shit coming out your mouth.
What?
You never seen the emoji dude? And the shit is coming out your mouth. You never seen that one? I'm gonna show it to you.
I don't participate in those activities.
And so I was like, and so anyway, when she sent it to me, my wife was like, what did you say to her? I was like, nothing really. I just let it rock. I was like, okay, whatever. And I said, then I asked her oh, do you want a photo shoot? Because it was too close to right after my wedding. And I'm like, yo, what? Is my wife or somebody in her family playing a dumbass joke on me? What's going on here, bro? That's literally what I assumed.
I'm gonna spit out my drink.
And so my wife's like, oh, so that's what you did. And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, okay. And then she said, why didn't you say something to her? I said, well, a couple weeks later, Shorty hit my line and goes, wait, you married? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, wow, you couldn't even tell me that? Check your message. And I go, that one.
It's drool.
That's what she sent me. I thought it was semen, to be completely honest. Sorry. And so anyway, she was like, you ain't gonna tell me you was married? I said, yo, you literally sent me my wedding photos. I said, the photo you sent to me was a 3-part collage, and the other 2 is my wife. That means you scroll past my wife, scroll back, and saw that one. I said, shut the fuck up. I ain't heard from her since. And so it was a funny thing. Anyway, how do we get to this topic?
I don't know. You just always go off on a tangent for something.
So today is gonna be a quick, easy, light. I gotta wash my posture. My pillow ain't working.
This nigga sitting on the pillow. I don't know. Some females may know when you go to the hair salon and you too short, i.e. that's what he had to do. They give you a little booster seat.
Chill, man.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's what they give the kids.
Yeah.
He got a little booster.
Today is quick, but today we're going to be talking about
quick pumper.
I wish.
Wait.
I wish I was.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes you don't want to just be doing it for too long. You just want to go to sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we're going to be talking about the 5 things we're thankful for. Now, to be in full disclosure, full transparency, I told Key about this a couple of days ago. Key, who is late to the pod today.
I was late today, I will admit.
Let me know she had nothing. She wrote nothing down. And in full transparency, neither do I.
Oh, so you're trying to make me feel like I was not up to par on the schoolwork.
Y'all know how much shit I got to do every damn day. Yesterday, I spent all day chopping up our video to make these mini videos. Then today, I was finalizing 2 more. And then I had a shoot, and then it was just too much work, so I didn't get to do it. But anyway, I will start it off.
I was looking for a Christmas present for Sir Trenton.
That's the homie. He spoke to me last time I saw him. He dapped me up too. He was like, "What's up?" Yep. And me and him had a full blown conversation.
Kids in their video games. That's before load. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. 5 things. First off, I want to get off. I'm actually thankful for my family still being here. And I know this is gonna sound a little contradictory. Like, not my grandma, who I still need to call, but my other grandma. She lost her brother last week. Aww. And yeah, and you know, I was telling my wife, I said, me and him weren't close, so it wasn't like, and I found out through Facebook. But to be fair, some of my cousins was posting his picture, and I just thought it was his birthday. And so then I seen like another page that I followed, an actual like business page, a church page, actually posted his photo. And I was thinking to myself, I said, even though he doesn't live, he lives closer to us than my grandma does, but I didn't never grow up around him or see him a lot. Only thing I could think of is like, for her, that has to be sad knowing that a guy you grew up with, your brother, your sibling, actually passed. And I don't know how he passed. I ain't gonna play CNN and just blame it on COVID. You know, you laughing. So anyway,
I'm laughing at you. That was some be like CNN.
That's what CNN do, man. It's like, oh, okay, they got hit by a car, but I think the driver who drove the car had COVID. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe it did. And so if it was, to the family, sorry to be insensitive, but anyway, but other than that, I'm glad to still have my grandparents, my grandma, Miss Charlotte, my parents, my sister, my nephew. I am grateful for my family, man. So that's the first thing I'm grateful for. What about you?
Excuse me. I'm thankful, excuse me, because that's grateful, what you said. Mm-hmm. I'm thankful for good health in general. A lot of people, speaking of COVID, a lot of people have gotten it and have gotten really, really sick. And of course, people have passed away. And I'm just very thankful that, you know, I'm kind of staying healthy during this. Knock on wood, Lord, please don't let me get COVID.
It's IKEA wood.
It still would.
It's IKEA wood. So if something happened to you, you know why.
So I am thankful for life and health and, you know, just able to see another day, do something great.
Absolutely. Second thing I'm grateful for, we might not even make it to 5. We can go to 3.
Because we be talking too much.
We gonna get off track. But second thing I'm definitely grateful for is to be able to go through this whole year so far, knock on wood, even though it's IKEA wood. This was like my first full year of being self-employed, and what a hell of a first year. Think about it.
How'd you do?
I did well. We're gonna see. Now I haven't paid my taxes yet, so when I have to pay them shits at the end of the year, then buddy, if y'all see me selling myself on Tryon Street, y'all know. But to think of it as like, yo, it's my first year. COVID happened. I didn't have to do any like side jobs like that. For those who do not know, I started off the year doing Lyft, just to help, and I had to stop doing Lyft because I never was able to make money. Like I was always working. But even at that, I was able to support my family. I prayed that prayer. I asked God, I said, yo, I want to be able to support my family. And the test came.
Did you pass?
Yeah. Even though I didn't pay my water bill like a month ago. Who remembers to pay that shit?
Well, mine's including my rent. So
lucky. Mine's not. And so I'm like, bro. And so they called me. They hit me up. Remember, I got locked out of my account with you when we was drunk. I'm trying to log in to pay it, and I was drunk, and I got locked out. Bro, it took them 3 days to unlock my account. And the dude called and complained to me about how the people under him wasn't doing it. But I could tell sister wasn't about to unlock my account. She was like, I'm gonna have somebody call you. She wasn't even ghetto about it. But she did a role like, I ain't got time.
Because you seen her. That's how you know.
I know our people. But I'm glad to have made it through this first year, and hopefully I have decades to go. But go ahead.
I am thankful for my family and my friends.
Didn't you just say that?
No.
What was her first thing? Never mind. Go ahead.
Jesus, he don't be paying attention. The first thing I said, I'm thankful for my health, bruh.
Oh yeah, you did say this beer, man.
Anyway.
You said you was thankful for me.
I'm thankful for my family and my friends. so far my family's been good, safe, protected, employed, no crazy financial issues. So I'm grateful for that. At least that I know of. Nobody has expressed that to me.
And don't hit her up for money.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful and thankful for my friends as well. If y'all don't know, I don't have family here. Like, I'm not from Charlotte.
Her family an hour away, y'all. Don't feel bad.
You don't gotta tell my business.
I don't want y'all thinking her family across
it's
the
so
country.
far away. They like all the way in Hickory.
Them niggas 45 minutes away, 55.
The point is, I don't have family here. Like, I can't just like go down the street and hang out with my cousins.
My sister stayed 4 minutes from here, from me.
Do you go to your sister's house?
Absolutely not.
You were just messing up my whole point.
But no. Oh, excuse me. I have the ability to. That's what you're saying. You do not have the ability to.
Okay,
that's why I'm saying I don't. But I do have the ability to. I'm so sorry. Let me shut the fuck up.
I was confused. But anyway, yeah. So I'm grateful for my friends because they kind of keep me sane. I did like this little, the little 5 love language thing that people say that they have, and I think it applies not to just romantic relationships, but just your love language in general to people or whatever. And so mine's is quality time, which. When I did it, I was like, okay, that makes sense because I like to be around my friends. I like, even if we just chilling, like I literally like to have people around. I also have my moments where I want to be alone. But for the most part.
She would not call you at all.
But for the most part, they keep me kind of grounded and loved, and I like being around them. And so I'm very grateful for them and thankful for them.
We going to 3 or 5?
It's up to you, bucko.
We can go to 3. My last thing, I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity to grow this podcast, and I'm thankful for everybody that played a part in that, whether it's the people that consistently listen, whether it is especially to you guys. If you're watching this, if you listening, I am thankful for you because my last couple podcasts, when I used to get 30 listens, I used to be ecstatic. I didn't know who the fuck was those 30 people, but I was so excited, right? And then I was kind of pissed when I found out niggas were listening for like 6 minutes and tapping out. But it was one of those things I was like, look here, we making moves. I'm happy. I'm grateful, whatever. And then now we looking at it, and those numbers are, even though it's a whole new podcast, a whole new niche, it's growing so much. But now literally every podcast, our time is growing. Last episode, our podcast was, and I don't even want to lie to y'all, so I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, because women always say men lie, which we do.
Women lie, men lie, women lie, men lie.
Men definitely lie though. Last episode was 1 hour and 44 minutes. I kid you not, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth on this. And this is according to Anchor, so do not kill me if Anchor be boosting stats, all right? Y'all can kiss my ass for all of that. But last episode, why the fuck can I not find it? Last episode, when I checked it right before we did this, we were averaging on last episode, not 100.
100?
Out of an episode that was an hour and 44 minutes, we were averaging an hour and a half. It was 1 hour, 31 minutes as how long people was listening. And to me, that's amazing because that lets me know that me and Key are doing something correct, but it also lets me know that y'all are engaging and y'all willing to give me 90 plus minutes of your time. That's why if you wanted to do an ad, you can place it right here. And everybody was still here because it's before the 1 hour and a half. And we've been growing, man. And, I'm thankful for that. I'm also thankful for my wife who gives me the opportunity to, do this. And when I say it like this, some people listening to that might hear it wrong. But it's tough when I spend hours out of the day going to do photo shoots. And then I come home and I spend hours on a podcast that me and Key do that doesn't get us any money. That was not supposed to be fucking funny. That was actually supposed to be a serious fucking comment, damn it.
It's funny. It is funny because you can tell that you're doing it genuinely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's authentic.
I hope so. But niggas is not getting paid for this. So, and to wake up, to go do this podcast, to spend, me and Keith spend about 2 hours, even on our podcast, sometimes get close to 2 hours. Sometimes they cut off, whatever, or they might run short. But we still be in here for at least a minimum of 2 hours. We have like a 30-minute pre-pod meeting. That's
sometimes an hour, depending on what we got to talk about.
And we don't talk about shit. We be in there laughing, joking, talking shit, complaining about nothing. But to do that, so I am thankful for her. And then also I'm thankful for my host. I've done this plenty podcast, so if you want to hear me praise Key, you should go back and listen to those. Anyway,
he has, that's true.
But no, on the real, like, she came here, she was not supposed to be here, she was not supposed to be a part of this podcast, she was supposed to just be a inconsistent guest, and y'all niggas made sure she stayed, and so thankful for y'all. But
they like me.
Okay, but then on top of that, it was super dope because, like I said, it's a sacrifice for her to say, all right, I'm gonna drive across town, I'm gonna come do this podcast, I'm gonna sit around with Gavin for 2.5 hours and talk about shit she don't know shit about. Half the shit she don't know nothing about. But to see her sit here and say, yo, I want to do whatever, is dope. And she is half the reason why half of you niggas cannot come on the podcast, because sometimes I let her know, like, oh, such and such listening, they want to come on. She goes, fuck no.
No, they can come now. I'm good now.
All right, buddy, we can let you in.
It's all about growth,
Anyway, what else you thankful for?
But anyway, I do, y'all, my friends live far. I can't say that because I just said that I'm grateful for them because they close. But I just be talking. I really don't mind driving. But anyway, the last thing I'm grateful for or thankful for is the fact that I actually started my business. I'm trying to do this entrepreneurship journey, and so far, like Gavin was saying, when he first started, he was happy he was getting, like 30 listens or whatever. And I think I'm at that level right now where I'm just happy that people are actually like paying attention to it. And I see so much potential in it, and I feel like it's going to go far. I just got to be consistent and, just work hard at it, because I get nervous and I get fearful, and that still hasn't stopped me. So I'm very thankful that, the Lord has given me this mindset to continue this journey, because the purpose is bigger than me.
Absolutely.
So
we sell some shirts.
Yeah, the campaign ends. Well, by the time they hear, it's gonna be the campaign ends tomorrow.
Well, congratulations for you for the campaign.
We'll have more merch 2021.
Let me tell y'all something. Key is not lying when she says she be overthinking shit
all the time.
I told Key about this campaign shit months ago, and I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking I wanted to be like, nigga, if you don't hurry the fuck up.
So,
and she did it.
Just to give a little insight, I've only sold 19 shirts.
That's good.
That's good, right?
Especially when you didn't have to put up no money for it.
That's true. But I may not I'll probably get like $20 from it though.
That's fine. As long as you don't have to put no money in it. That's what I think people, when you make your first shirt, it's hard if you don't have $500 to $1,000 laying around.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what you didn't have to do. You didn't have to put no money down. You don't have to have merch laying around your house. You don't have to worry about like, all right, should now I just sell it for cost so I can just get rid of the shit, so I can stop tripping over it every night. So I think that's super dope, man. And it's a great thing that you did there, and I congratulate you. And next time we're gonna sell more shirts. Next time you might look at it and be like, all right, cool. So 20, how do I sell 40?
Yeah.
Do I run ads? Do I do here's the other thing.
We got some things coming. Gavin don't know it yet. Actually he does.
I hope so. All right. So here's the interesting part of our podcast. If you ever want to ask us a question, you could do it on air. I should just cut out how I do this shit every time and just insert it right here. But if you ever have a question, this is the No More Pod questions that need to be answered by me, presented by Key. Take it away, Key. Right. I'm gonna say that every time. That's my new shit.
We got
Take it away,
Cynthia. What aspect of photography do you believe most photographers need to improve in the most?
How you conduct business.
Customer service is a killer.
Customer service is a killer. I don't think a lot of photographers. I want to be fair, and I don't want to come off as disrespectful, rude, mean, or just harsh on our people. I think sometimes we do that, right? So many of us have experienced bad customer service. So many of us have not experienced enough of great customer service to really understand what customer service is when we conduct our own business. Some of that has been, we come from a lineage where we weren't being served. We were serving, right? And in serving people, you get that passed down, then you never get to serve people. Some people, only time they served people was when they worked in fast food when they was 15, 16. The next time they ever did customer service, which just never happened unless they got older and were forced into it, and they work in customer service that way. But not a lot of people get to do the serving jobs, or a waitress,
or the call center jobs,
or working a desk somewhere, and understand how important customer service is. So I say that to say, when I notice people, and I'm talking about people of color. Let me be very clear. Then on the flip side of that, most business owners now are becoming younger. You're not experiencing people who are, I'm 30 and I'm starting a business because I put in, 10 years at this job and I'm done now and I want to start my own business. Now it's, I'm 17 and I'm selling bundles and I have my own Shopify store, and you go there and you order whatever. It's different now. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad because I notice a lot of people have terrible customer service. And I think once we realize why it's important to abide by your contracts, why it's important to turn in your work when you say you're going to photographers, that is, why it's important to actually edit correctly every fucking time. Why it's important to actually have a website. A lot of people don't have a website. A lot of people don't answer emails on time. A lot of people don't answer their phone. And some of the shit I'm guilty of. So I would love to see people work on their customer service in 2021 especially. And I think once you do that, a lot of people have more repeat customers. It's tough, and I feel it's tough to have repeat customers because people assume that, hey, I can do photography myself, so they go off and get it cheaper, and it's just tough. But anyway, I would love to see better customer service in 2021. Thank you, Cynthia from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Y'all, if Gavin ever give y'all bad customer service or don't answer y'all emails or DMs, just hit me up. I'll beat them up for you. Okay?
Shit. Okay.
Let me know. If I don't do it, I'll get his wife to do it.
Then I'll definitely get cussed out, but go ahead.
Yep. All right, we got Keller. What lens did you use the least this year?
Oh my gosh, the Canon 24-105. So last year, was it last year? Do you know?
We've been in 2020 for 20 years.
Bruh. It might have been earlier this year. I bought the Canon 85, the big boy, the Big John. And it was super expensive. It was super heavy. I had it on the 5D Mark IV.
The Big John.
And it was, okay. And it was hard to focus with it correctly. And then I kept practicing with it. I kept getting better at it. And I love it. And honestly, what happened was, unless it was like a group shot or I needed something far away, my 24-105 was not doing it for me. However, I do need to say, I have the old version of the 24-105. It's an L lens, but it's like the first one, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not as sharp as it used to be. It's just old. And I probably need to get, it's like the rubber parts are coming off, so I just need to get a new one. But that is my favorite lens. If I had to, if I had to get both lenses over, I wouldn't get the 85, but I still would get the 24-105. I would probably get a 50. It is so sticky right there. Next. It's when I drop my soda.
It's sticky. Rubber parts coming off. What he got going on today?
This is not episode 69.
Oh, Tony. Tony. Is there a disconnect between older versus younger photographers?
I think no matter what it is, it's a disconnect between the older generation and the younger generation.
That's true.
We're finally in the age where we're in that middle ground.
Oh, I thought you was about to call us out. I was about to say, boy, I ain't know.
Nah, but we're finally in that age, like, we get the jokes that our aunts is saying, but we get the jokes that our little cousins is saying too, right?
That's why they call us millennials, right?
No, I think they call us that because they hate us. And it's super dope though, because like I laugh because me and one of my little cousins was talking about 600 Breezy, and Key don't even know.
I don't know.
600 Breezy is a rapper from Chicago, and he's about that life. Let me just put it
Gavin
like that.
knows all the young people, music artists, and I'm just be like, who is this?
Shout out to 600 Breezy. But anyway, me and my little cousin was talking about him, but then on the flip side, me and my aunt can be talking about something super serious. Not even super serious, but just something that her age, you know, whatever they do, whatever, right? And so I think it's super dope. So I think no matter what, there is a disconnect, But when it comes to photography, I think the experience, younger and older experience, or who has less or more experience, that's where the disconnect comes in. Let me put it like this. When I first started out, which I started taking pictures freshman year of college, which was 2008. So fucking long ago, right? It was hard finding information on how to grow in photography. It was super hard. What?
If I wasn't going to put myself on blast, I was like, you should put the clips in there of the pictures you took at me.
Oh my gosh. Trash. Super trash.
Anyway.
But back then you had to go find information, right?
Yeah.
And you really had to get on YouTube. And when I say get on YouTube, you was hoping that someone's on YouTube. And other than that, you was reading articles or hoping that you run into somebody, or you were literally taking courses. I find it funny now when I see a bunch of people be like, oh, I have I studied photography in college and I'm a photographer. And it's like, nobody cares. Like nobody. Like now you can literally go on YouTube, learn everything in a month. Like I know photographers who are teaching lessons in photography, and they literally have only been photographers for 6 months, and people's buying their lessons, which I find even more interesting. But for me, I've been taking pictures for 12 years, and not to say, and I feel like I'm just now getting started, you know what I'm saying, which is crazy. But yeah, and it is a disconnect, because some people I see that's younger, they feel like they already know it. A lot of people that I see who have a ton of knowledge and a ton of experience, they look down at people that just get started. Like, why did you come into the room? Like, why? It was already crowded. Why you came in? So I do always, and I think that goes beyond photography. So I find that super interesting too.
So do you have to have a certification to do photography?
No, you ain't got to.
You think y'all the only field that don't have to have that? Because like, if you doing hair, make any type of cosmetology stuff, you got to have some type of certification.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. A better question would be like, do I feel like we should? And some interesting, I don't really think so. I don't think we should. I think for certain things you should. Weddings, you know what I'm saying? I think weddings you really should have like a certification. I don't know why, but I just feel like that's so important, because so many people get sued for not knowing what the fuck they doing in wedding photography. So many careers have ended. I know photographers right now who do not shoot anymore because they fucked up somebody's wedding and they could not handle it.
The pressure. And
I think with everybody else, it's like you can literally harm people. Like Darnell's certified. He's a certified barber, right? Mm-hmm. He can literally take a razor to somebody's neck and do damage. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I can shoot you and you can only be 6 feet. You can be 6 feet, 10 feet, 100 feet away from me, and I'm photographing you. So what? It ain't like my camera's gonna do whatever. But I
guess that makes sense. There's no type of danger when it comes to the service that you're providing. I mean, unless you're outside and a bird poops on you. I don't know.
Yeah, which is an act of God, force majeure. So, but yeah, I think that's super interesting. All right, we got a couple of photography topics we're going to run through because niggas don't give a fuck. Because if you listening now, then you already know what time it is. The Sony A7 III is back in stock. If you wanted that camera, it's back in stock. Go get the shit. I don't even know why else to tell you that. Nikon, I don't know why I got these in color like that you was supposed to read out all these. Oh, I guess you was supposed to read the second one, but who gives a fuck? Nikon is moving from Japan after 70 years to Thailand.
What you mean they moving? Like their production?
Yeah. Why, y'all gonna have to work with that? They got anything to do with your company that you can't tell us about? No. Just to let y'all know, keyword for Target, so you know.
I was just wondering because I don't know. Never mind. Just ignore me.
It's moving. According to report, Nikon will be moving camera production from its Tokyo to its Thailand factories. Cost cutting is the main reason for the move. The Nikon factory in the country I cannot say will continue to play an important role in future camera production. It says everything will be moved by the end of 2021. The only reason why I mention this here because I wonder is that going to cut down the. Are you doing this cost cutting issue to help with customers, or are you doing it just to increase your margins? But I think we already know what the answer to that is. All right.
It might be because of COVID too. Mm-hmm. A lot of things change with the import and export of things. So I know with my company, a lot of things have changed as far as locations of where production and we get stuff from. So it might have something to do with that.
All right, Target, pull it together, buddy. All right.
I don't work for Target.
Pop culture topics. Here we are. Now, I want everybody to know. A couple nights ago, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that Key talks trash to me because sometimes I'm up early in the morning. Was it last week? I was up to like 4:00 in the morning, wide awake. I woke up a few hours later just to see that Key was up at the same time.
Did it? Well, ain't no difference.
And so I don't know. Yeah, I about to say I don't know what the difference was. It was Sunday, right?
No, there was no difference. I was gonna say I was going to the gym and you were just up, but I think you were working.
No, I was just up. I was
okay. Never mind. There is a difference. I was going to work out.
Oh, but the funny part about it was I was online because there was tons of research about black folks getting superpowers, and I was wanting to know how was I going to know if my superpower was going to kick in?
Oh my gosh.
Did you get any superpowers?
This is why people need to research. And people will post something. They will take one thing out of something that's factual and then run with it and make it the biggest thing ever. You don't actually get superpowers, people.
Nah, Twitter said we was getting superpowers.
So what you get?
I didn't get anything. Because it was only for melanated folks, and I don't have a lot of melanin.
I'm about to punch you in the throat.
That's what the article said, didn't it?
What article are you referencing?
I'm not. That's what Twitter said.
You can't even talk.
Come on, man. That's what Twitter said. I ain't getting no superpowers, but I'm not dark.
Oh,
I'm not melanated.
Bruh, you black.
Yeah, but it said people of melanin.
People so dumb. Not dumb. They just...
So did you get any superpowers?
You don't get superpowers.
So what is
December the
coming
21st is when?
And 2 days ago.
It was 2 days ago.
If you listen to this, it was 3 days ago.
Yeah, that's right, because it's going to be another day. But anyway, it is, and I'm going to read it because I don't want to, I'm just saying, I don't want to, it's when it's the conjunction of Jupiter. The great conjunction of Jupiter. So like two planets are in line together or something, and it shifts like the energy. It's like a reset, basically. Like a reset of let me
I ain't passed science class.
Let me go to this. I'm gonna just read it. Rare great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn wows sky watchers around the world. So apparently you're supposed to see like some fiery thing in the sky.
Okay.
I guess at nighttime, I'm assuming. Obviously, right? Because that's when most of those things
that's why
occur.
I ain't get the superpower. I ain't see it. Fudge, man. Fudge.
Okay, it says, many people have been eagerly awaiting Monday, December 21st, which was a couple days ago, for several reasons. Monday was the last... I can't say this word right. Solstice? Whatever.
What?
People in the Northern Hemisphere experienced the first day of winter. And the summer solstice...
Don't worry about it.
I'm ignorant.
She won't even show me the word.
Arrived in the Southern Hemisphere. Okay, so Saturn and Jupiter are hundreds of million miles apart. However, on Monday, the 21st, they formed a line through space with Earth, which caused two gas giants to appear very close to one another, even in the evening sky shortly after the sunset, which makes it say you're supposed to see like...
Can we get to the part where niggas get powers?
That's what I'm saying. There is no powers. I don't know where that came from.
Man, let me Google, because you over here bullshitting, man.
What patterns, Jesus.
Superpowers, December 21st. First thing that pop up on Google, man. See, here, listen. From
You don't get no superpowers. It's just like a shift in energy, like a reset.
If you woke up this morning confused, why? Oh, okay, I don't even trust your article when you say it's hell. No. Black people supposed to get superpowers. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna read this.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the blacks that got their powers. Okay, the jig is up. I'm not reading your article if you start off with the jig is up. The point is, black people are supposed to get their superpower. And, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to us. I didn't get it, but it's okay.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell key read. If you could have got a superpower, what would it have been? You think we would have got to choose? Mm-mm. Okay, so what if they was like, yo, Key.
Superpower. A superpower.
I want to be able to tell people what I want them to do. So I can be like, yo, give me all the money in the bank and let me go. Been cool.
I don't know.
Whack.
Superpower. I really don't know. I haven't thought about that.
You wouldn't tell Michael Ealy to come holler at you? Tell Chris Brown to holler at you?
Or Jesse Williams. You know who Don?
Oh yeah, that's the other light skinned nigga. That's what I meant to say, not Michael. You don't like that nigga.
I like Michael Ealy too. They all fine.
Okay.
You named all the niggas that light skinned, pretty eyes. Well, except for Chris Brown, he got brown eyes like us.
Hurry up so we can go eat.
What you want me to say?
Oh, never mind. All right. Shout out. Congratulations. Boy. Let's do it again. Yo, man. Congratulations to the United States government of America. Y'all deserve all this, man.
Why? What happened?
It has been 10 months. 10.
It's been 5 months.
10 long ass months. People have lost their jobs. Let's keep clapping. Not for that. You'll see what I'm doing. Over 200,000 people have died. Unemployment is at a high. Our borders, you can't go nowhere.
Get to the point.
Trump is asking for martial law. I saw it on Reddit. They got tapes of that. And you niggas want us to hoop and holler for $600 fucking dollars. I don't know the jokes y'all playing around there. You guys have been arguing for the last couple of months why people are losing, people are homeless. We now in Charlotte, like for people who do not know, there's a section in Charlotte and it's near the men's shelter and it's right outside of Uptown Charlotte. It's called Tent City. Mm-hmm. It is where it's a whole little section of blocks where people have put up tents that are now homeless. And this place has gotten like that because once Corona hit, a lot of the shelters had to close. A lot of people, so more people are out on the streets. The news have even interviewed people that are homeless that actually have jobs, but they can't afford their rent. And you guys, over the course of 10 months, have been bitching, arguing, and fighting. And you have found a way to first send people $1,200. Then you found ways to say, hey, we know we haven't sent you relief in months, but here go my extra $6. Y'all are a fucking joke. Like it was just interesting to see the 600, and I was just like, here we go. And just to see them say, hey, the 600 is for up to people who make this amount. I don't know what y'all gonna do. I don't know if y'all gonna say, hey, they have to be making that now or they had to be making it in 2000. What if you had your job in 2019? You currently do not have a job. You making $7.25, which is the minimum wage where we're at. Like, I want to know what the fuck are they thinking? And then also, some of us don't feel like paying this shit back once taxes come back around, because you're gonna have to give it back. Like
somebody said, why do we have to pay taxes?
Oh, if they find a way to say this year we don't have to pay taxes, I'd be so glad.
That would be great.
Because
I just started my business, so that'd be great.
That, and then I'm thinking of it, I'm looking at it as like, yo, my tax is going to be fucked up. Anyway, how you feel about this?
It's funny because, well, it's not funny, but I was listening to the radio. I was listening to Young Jock's radio show. Was it this morning? And they had callers call in and ask them how they feel about Trump saying that, vouching for us to get 2,000, and they stopped the bill because he felt like 600 just wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. And it was crazy because people were really calling in, was like upset because they was like, oh, he just mad. He need to hurry up and leave. Just go ahead and cut the check. Da, 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 da. And I was like, well, it sounds like he's kind of vouching for us to get more money. And isn't that what we need? I was just confused as far as their logic and why they felt some type of way about that part of it. Yeah, $600 ain't gonna really do much for people, especially like big families. Like, you got kids, they working from school, they working from home. Like, stuff got to be paid for. Like, even me, like by myself, like I could use an extra $2,000, or hell, I seen a tweet, a tweet or meme or something where it was somebody from another country, I think it was Australia, and she was like, really, US, just $600? She was like, we get $600 a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me move to Australia.
Bruh, Canada is getting, it's so many other countries that are saying, yo, we sending our people thousands of dollars a month. And we've been doing that since this shit has started. Because what happens is, when you do that, then you eliminate people being homeless, people going crazy. And here's the thing. We print fucking money, bro.
So I see somebody put that up there too. It's like, it's the richest country in the freaking world.
Allegedly. Like, that's what we say, right? And we don't know. But here's my thing.
They probably broke.
Here's my thing. This is what you do. If you want to send people $600, you tell them it's one company in this country that owns like 90% of all home loans. You go to that company, you say, yo, we're going to give you the biggest tax break of your fucking life. But what we need you to do for the next 12 months, you cannot force people to pay their mortgage. You push that shit to the end of the life of their mortgage, let them go through. Right. And you know what happens is, they didn't do that, but the people that own it, they automatically gave everybody 3 months. And they said, yo, it will go to the end. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't answer the paper they sent to me quick enough. So they automatically gave me 6 months. And the only thing is, it's interest free. They just put it at the end of your loan. And then you good. Then what you do is you tell people, say, yo, I know you got a college loan. We're not going to force, kind of what they did. We're not going to do that. Also your mortgage. And then, you make people's lives easier. And then what you do is, you start giving jobs incentives for saying like, yo, you need to hire more people. Let me tell you something. Amazon is still hiring. I know
they really are.
They are hiring.
Megan's
thought I smelled something.
Stepdaughter just started working there not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. They are hiring. During COVID, they are literally hiring. So my thing is like, there's ways of getting around this. Which has always been my argument for black folks getting reparations, because I feel like no, black folks don't need a check. We're going to cut everybody $100,000 check. No, we don't. That's never going to happen. But I do think reparations can happen where we say.
It'd be great.
It would be, but that ain't going to be enough. No matter what you give us, everybody has every right to say it's not enough, right?
400 years.
Exactly. But you know how you do it? You say, all right, you know what we're going to do for people of color, people that's black, starting today? The next 10 generations of your family would not be paying for public colleges. All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to automatically, the next, 10 generations of your family is not going to be paying mortgages. You know what we're going to say? Everybody automatically gets $500,000 in business loans. That they don't have to pay back. It's ways of saying this is how we create reparations and make this shit right, so that when our kids go further and then they start realizing like, yo, this shit is still fucked up out here, they don't have nothing to complain about. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to make it right, because scratch the 400 that you already behind the 8 ball on. You kept messing it up afterwards. and trying to justice and equal for all, but you can't vote, you can't join the military, you can't get an education. Scratch that. You missed that part. So my thing is, you gotta just pay it right, and there is ways to make this shit right. But anyway, man, y'all know how y'all do it. What's happening at the Grammys, man?
The Grammys?
Yeah, Key didn't read the paper. So we have a whole list here that we go through. I did read
the paper.
One day we're going to make this right, and Key's going to get it right, but whatever.
I was just being funny. So they're honoring...
Not funny.
Oh, I got another text.
They texting us?
Nope, just me. So they're honoring Selena. Claps.
Oh, hand claps. Shout out to our black and brown. Well, this is for our brown people. Shout out to the Browns.
It kind of sucks, though, because... Of course, she's not here. No, I'm saying because she's not here. But she's definitely deserving. Like, she has black, brown, white people love her.
Yeah, it's funny to hear my mother-in-law talk about, like, for them, that's who everybody wanted to be growing up for them.
I've heard that a lot from Hispanic culture.
Yeah, and it's like, she broke so many barriers for us, and that was like our vision. That's what we wanted. We wanted to be like her. We wanted to, sing. And if you think about it now, what's the besides Bad Bunny, who's killing it right now? I don't think people know how many records he's selling. What's the last Hispanic Latino Cardi? But
they got J-Lo.
But think about when the last time J-Lo was hot. Like music-wise. You know what I'm saying?
She played the hell out of Selena, though.
She did. Which brings us to the next portion.
I can't even talk because I haven't watched it.
I see a lot of complaints about the Selena movie on Netflix. And complaints. I would tell people this. Because I've seen it. When you live with a Puerto Rican, the day it came out, we started watching it. If you look at the screen, she doesn't look like J-Lo. Half of y'all don't know what Selena looked like. I'm not talking about you.
No, I'm serious. It's so funny because a lot of people think that J-Lo, they thought it was really Selena. I'm like, she just played her character.
Yes. Half of y'all niggas don't even know what Selena looked like. Y'all know what J-Lo looked like, but whatever.
Very similar, but
they are similar.
Distinct still.
Also, when you watch the Netflix special, I think, first of all, it's a season. It's like a show.
Series.
It's not like a documentary, which that's what I assumed it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I also thought it was going to be like a movie. This is honestly, I think the first part 1 is like 8 episodes, and it's literally meant to be like a TV show. Bruh, I think at the end of the part 1, I think she's 15. All those clips you see is teenage Selena, which we did not get in the movie. We kind of got her to a certain age, and then she just grew up at one fucking concert when they about broke the stage. You know what I'm saying? And then it was J-Lo, right? Here, this is her like growing up, and for the most part, she's 13 to 15, which is cool. But I think, please nobody kill me, but I want to say on the first episode, they show what she will look like when she's older. And I remember seeing it, and Karina was like, yo, that looks just like her. And it might have been Karina, or her mom was like, yo, that's actually what she resembles more of J-Lo. Of Selena than J-Lo did. Because at that point, however, so that's one thing I say. I tell everybody, whenever people complain to me about it, or I hear people complain, I ask them, have they seen it?
Yeah.
And usually time the answer is no, because they see that one little clip, because she has a Jerry curl.
It does. I think that people see that one clip and it deters them from looking at it like, this is not Selena.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is they talk about it in there, how she goes through changing her look because she was trying to look like other people. So if you look at that picture, you know who she looks like? A Latina version of Janet Jackson. Think about when Janet Jackson had the Jerry curl to Drew. And she talks about wanting to be like Janet to an extent in there. Like, I think she referenced Janet, like, oh, Janet's doing this, or Madonna, what about, they go through that. And which I laugh at, because I'm like, at that time period, now I don't know, because we wasn't that old. This is when we have to talk to our aunts at the dinner table and be like, auntie, is this right? Like, at that time, it seemed like everybody wanted to look like Prince. And that's what I felt like when I was watching
with the butt out.
Okay, I was going to go with the hair. But I was like, yo, kind of like Prince here. My only two complaints about it. Now, spoiler alert,
Basically, people need to watch the show first off.
Absolutely. But if you don't want to hear the skip, hit the skip button twice so you can go like a minute forward. But my only complaint is her dad is not mean, and they really make her sister seem like her biggest hater turned biggest supporter. Her dad in the movie, her dad was evil. He was Joe. It was up him, Joe Jackson. Which one? You know what I'm saying? Remember?
Probably Joe.
Yeah, Joe was definitely way worse. But I mean, but when you watch it, it's like when you think of these movies like this, who had the worst? Like who was the two biggest dads? Like everybody knows Selena's dad. Even though he loved her towards the end, he got salted. This bruh in this whole thing is like a teddy bear. But come to find out though, her sister and dad wrote the show, or they're producing the show. So it kind of makes sense there. But it is actually a very good show. If y'all mad at the way Selena look, you should wait to see what Chris looked like. Dude she fall in love with, now that is some bad casting right there. But it's good though, because it goes into like her brother, it goes into her sister, it goes into Chris, it goes into her parents' relationship. The mom looks exactly the fucking same.
What about, has what's her face been introduced yet?
Who, the killer?
Yeah.
She hasn't. I'm assuming that's gonna be a second thing. Also, I think that all this shit is coming out because she's coming up for parole in like a few years.
I know, that's what I was about to ask too.
I think it's like 3 years she's coming up for parole. She might as well just go ahead and sit back down.
She might as well stay in there.
She might as well just stay because it's like
stay.
Sis.
Yo, I was on the Instagram of Netflix.
On the Instagram.
I don't know why it sounds so slow.
Don't you?
And I went to, it was one of their posts was like number one. You know how Netflix got the top 10? Excuse me, they got the top 10. And so they have it based off of country. And this was like a couple weeks ago. Selena was number one in like Mexico.
Clearly.
It was number one in U.S. and 2 other countries I don't remember. I was like, oh, everybody watching this?
Yeah. It's not that bad. It's really not. I think for me, for my wife, she was like, yo, they could have just made another movie. Because it's stressed out. But for me, I actually kind of liked it because it seemed like every episode they dive into one of her siblings and show their whole thing. But like, I want to say out of the 8 episodes, 4 of them, she's in elementary school. And we didn't go that deep. They didn't, they talk about a lot in there about what her family had to go through. And it's a lot of similarities if you start listening to these other artists, because they have a whole thing in there how they wanted her to make white music and how she had that desire. And I want to say in part 2, like she had that thing like, oh, I want to do that. And I think in part 2, she just realized like, fuck it, I'm gonna stick with my people. And so it was super dope there. But you definitely see the Prince, Janet Jackson influence. But like I said, she's fucking 14. All the way up until she might be like 17. I don't know how the last episode ended because my wife, she just said, yo.
I thought you said the Prince, like the Prince of the pants. I didn't know where you was going with that, but you said hair. Prince.
Prince, not print.
Prince, not print.
Okay. And I didn't know she was really, really, really into fashion.
Did you see her out? Did you see J-Lo outfits in the movie?
Yeah, I saw them too.
Okay. All right. Next
is your topic.
It's not my
she
topic.
She cooking out now?
Karina came home from the gym.
Clearly.
Gavin smelled food, but I don't smell nothing. He hungry. He done got hungry. Anyway, so Coming to America 2. Dropped the trailer.
How was it? How did it look? I didn't get to see it yet. I seen Tiana Taylor was in there.
Of course, it's very up to date now. Trailer showed that the Prince has a baby in the U.S. And when Brittany was watching it, we were just trying to figure out who the hell he had sex with, because he was all about Lisa in the first one. So like, I'm trying to figure out where Eddie Murphy going with this.
I don't know. So the movie was shot at Rick Ross' house.
Brittany said, it's giving me Tyler Perry vibes.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna fight her. I don't know if she wanted me to tell you that. I told you.
Tell her we ain't bleeping that. Apparently, it was shot at Rick Ross' house. Apparently, Rick Ross supposed to be in the movie. I seen Tiana Taylor was in there.
She is. I seen her.
I'm excited. They already sold it to Amazon for like $100 million. So
ooh.
yeah. So I wonder how Eddie Murphy is going to do that, which to me at first seemed like a weird deal. But now that you have a pandemic going on, we don't know when people are going to get to go back to the movie theaters. It seems like a smart deal. I see Disney was releasing like a bunch of trailers for movies that's now turning into shows. Oh, we did not put this in the notes. Did you see that Disney bought Fox? Mm-mm. Which is huge because Disney now has controlling stake in Hulu. Which, if you think about it, Hulu might be going away soon.
You think so?
I think so because what's going to end up happening is, I think the only reason why Hulu might not go away is because that'll just make Netflix solely have like so much power. And Netflix is probably hoping, or Disney is going to say, "Yo, we're gonna put all our movies on Hulu." But they got
Disney Plus.
Exactly.
So if Disney take them, I'm fine because I got Disney Plus.
Yeah, I got Disney Plus too. But you think about like, so I think
we sound like little kids talking about we got Disney Plus.
We got it.
Disney Plus.
But it's like, Hulu, Disney now owns 60% of it. Only thing that they did not take away is like the news stations and the sports of Fox. But you think about it, now they own like X-Men. Disney now owns X-Men, which is huge because they didn't have it at first. Some parts of Spider-Man, I think, but Sony, I think, still owns like a lot of that. Fucking Disney now owns the Titanic movie, which is huge. The Simpsons, they own the Simpsons.
Definitely still watch Titanic. I will watch the movie if I see it.
Disney, it's Disney's now.
But what about Hulu Originals? Because Little Fires Everywhere was my show, and it's supposed to come back.
Yeah, well, Disney owns that now.
Well, as long as they keep playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened at the end of that? Who set the fire?
The kids. Spoiler: if you haven't watched Little Fires Everywhere, and if
the
you
white
haven't
kids
watched
are Kerry
it, if
Washington
you haven't
kids.
watched it by now, then you just behind.
Reese Witherspoon kids.
What happened was,
oh gosh,
Kerry Washington and her, Reese.
I've seen almost all of those seasons.
She kicked her out, so her and her daughter came and dropped the key off, right, and then they left.
Okay.
The little girl that got attached to Carrie's character, she figured out she was leaving. Oh. And she went and confronted her mom about it, and like her mom was just, you know how her character is. Yeah. And so like the kids, that's when the mom found out that her daughter, the one that really got an abortion, and she didn't want to believe it, and the kids were yelling at her. Anyway, the kids the one set the house on fire. Damn. Like all was it 3 of them? Yep, all 3 of them. Because the little girl had ran away.
Yeah, I saw that part. Interesting. Interesting. So, I don't watch nothing with Kerry Washington in it.
Why? Because the faces she be making? Yo, Scandal used to be my show, though.
Scandal was my shit.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I got tired of how they started making black women look, so I stopped watching.
Yeah, I know, right? Now, after reflection, it's like, dang, we was really looking like the side hoes up in here. Happily. The smart-ass side hoe, though.
But apparently Scandal was going to take a change. If Hillary would have became president, they would have like based it like because doesn't Kerry Washington become president? I don't know.
I stopped watching after like 3 seasons, just like I did Grey's Anatomy, but I caught up on Grey's.
Oh gosh. Last thing before we get to some other shit we don't care about.
Shout out to Shonda Rhimes though, real quick, because
amazing.
That's a powerful black woman right there.
Let me tell y'all something. I was over Scandal for a while. I kept watching. And like I said, I just got to the point I was just like, all right, man, they making her look too much. But that was must watch TV. How to Get Away with Murder, must watch. Grey's Anatomy, even though I've never seen it,
must watch. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And shout out to ABC for being dicks and literally.
Yeah, Netflix about to take that, bro. I can't wait too because right now Grey's Anatomy new season is on Hulu. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how this gonna work.
ABC, y'all some fucking idiots. If you don't know what happened, just go back and look up and research what happened.
Shonda also made a Private Practice. I don't know if you've seen that before.
That's a show? Mm-hmm. I didn't heard about it, but I didn't know she was over that.
Anyway, go ahead.
Rihanna.
work.
You guys, it's finally here. Rihanna said, "You wanted music? I'm teaching you bitches how to cook." Hand clap for that
woman. Y'all, Rihanna is doing, music is done. Like, I don't know why y'all waiting on her because she done. She is done. Super done.
Real question.
Super head done.
Let me ask you something. You think Rihanna can cook? Real talk. We get text?
I got a text.
Do you think Rihanna can cook?
No lie, I think Rihanna can cook.
Okay.
I feel like she makes some real good. What's her background? What is he?
West Indies, right?
Yeah, I think she probably makes some good, authentic.
Is she from there? I don't know.
No, she's from Barbados.
There we go.
I think she can make some good traditional food. I don't know about American food, but from where she from, I feel like that shit be banging. Rihanna, we can be friends, sis. Just invite me.
Yeah.
Fly me out. I get flued out by Rihanna.
Me too.
Fly the pod out. We come out there.
Yeah, I think she can cook.
Do you really think that? Because Gavin real quiet and he thinking in his head like, I don't know. He lying. That means he lying. He don't
Nah,
think
I do think she can cook. I think Tiana Taylor can cook. She look like she can.
Yeah.
Cardi don't look like she can cook, which is fine. Beyonce, I'm not trusting it.
I don't see Beyonce in the kitchen at all. Sorry, Beehive. They gonna wring your neck. Gavin said that.
Yeah, I said that. Kim K, we don't know who the fuck you thought you was fooling.
Girl, she knows she got that cater from Betty down the
Let's
street.
just go past her because that was terrible. Like Amir loves Kim Kardashian. He called me. He said, "Bro,
I really do like a lot of people like them.
Amir called me. He said, "Bruh, this has to stop. The gig is up. Like she has to stop lying to us." Who else? What other celebrities I think can actually cook?
Now people be talking about this person's food, but it actually might be good. Drea.
I ain't trusting shit. Maybe. You know what? Maybe. She fine.
Might be good. She's a little baddie. Shout out your little baddie.
Snow Allegra.
She my little boo thing.
You my baby Snow, but I don't know.
You only eat grilled chicken anyway. She probably don't make that.
Baked chicken.
Whatever.
The last thing, Tory Lanez gives a woman $3,000 and she has been talking shit about him for the last couple of months.
Oh, must be nice. Dude, if I start talking shit, will you give me $3,000?
You know, it was interesting. It was an interesting concept because she said she's been talking about him about the whole Meg thing, how she felt like he was trash, and she's been going in on him. But she had a GoFundMe, and one day her full GoFundMe, people was clowning her for having a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why she got a GoFundMe?
Something was happening with her family or something. She ran into some financial things or whatever. I didn't go to the actual page. And then one day she posted the email. She was like, yo, somebody paid for my full GoFundMe. I'm so thankful. I'm grateful. I can whatever. And it was from Tory Lanez. And she wrote, she was like, look here, he was trash before this and I don't have no respect. She was like, but the simple fact that I don't like his music and I've been talking about what he's been doing, but he found the time to say, yo, this is bigger than that. You need help. Shout outs to him only for this because we still got some stuff to say.
Well, I'll say two things.
Go ahead.
One, I feel like when you're in a situation, whether that's financially, emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever, basically you're in a bad situation. I feel like, not that you shouldn't be able to express yourself, but there's a time for all of that. Your focus should have been on making sure that you are getting the necessary resources or using the resources to take care of your family. So that's my input on that. Two, I do also like, in contrary, or to contradict myself, same thing, right? I like that she still stood her ground. Like, hey, this ain't, absolutely. I'm not changing my mind about this. Thank you, but
you corny.
Yeah. So yeah. I like that too. So shout out to you, sis.
I feel bad. What's that noise?
It's me.
Oh, okay. So what the fuck? I hate when people. I don't hate when people do it. I find GoFundMe's interesting. I pray I never have to do one. I hope GoFundMe finds a way that, and I guess there's no way of doing it, that is really set up for people who are in need.
Yeah.
Some GoFundMes, I've seen GoFundMes for business equipment. And I was thinking, I'm like, you don't have business insurance? And it was a mechanism, the GoFundMe was a mechanism for people to invest in your business because you didn't have insurance. And I felt like that's corny. It's different from, yo, I have a business. It's different for me. It's like, hey, I want to start a business. Like, shout out to Hair Wraps and Lipsticks. They're raising money to open a podcast studio. That's different. You know what I'm saying? They're giving you the opportunity to say, hey, we want to donate. Definitely go look at their podcast Instagram page, Hair Wraps and Lipstick. Feel free to donate if you want to.
We got a problem here?
Sorry, wrong button.
I was like, dang, you got a problem with the people? Black women just trying to do stuff and you got a problem.
And I think it's super dope. But on the flip side, this is not that. This is not what I'm saying is the people who say, yo, we've been in business for a long time. You know what? Something happened to my equipment and I'm not even really in business, or you know what? I'm fully in business, but instead of filing an insurance claim, how about I just go to the world, tell them my issue, and find a way not to have that claim? And I feel like it's fucked up. Some people are halfway in business, and then something happened, they tell a sad story, whatever. So that's just me about GoFundMes. And then, let me shut up. My camera just shut off and shit. I was on a pod one time with a nigga, and bruh, I was on a pod with a dude one time, and bruh had a GoFundMe for medical bills.
You want me to restart that?
Nah, the memory card full. We good. We wrapping up. Anything you got last to say?
Nah, man. You answering something out this notebook?
Nah,
no?
Fuck that notebook. Next week we're gonna have an interesting podcast. We're gonna be talking about our goals for next year, what we want to accomplish, and we hope y'all listen, y'all tap in. Tap in. Anyway, we want to thank y'all for listening. Down.